Hey, everybody. Happy to be back here with you today on day 4 of the 10-day sign-up challenge. It's a Saturday today, so we're going to keep this broadcast a little shorter than normal. I just wanted to make sure that I leave you with some weekend that isn't all focused on just working on your goals of getting more sign-ups and sales for whatever you're promoting online. But of course, it's very important to make sure that we stay focused and we keep working and that we're taking action each day to move closer and closer to our goals. But what we're going to talk about today is I want to talk about how we can be more efficient with our promotion. So I'm going to switch over to one of my Gmail accounts. Load up. This is the Gmail account that I use for most of my Safelist. And this is the one we used for yesterday's session, where I showed you how you can quickly search out the places where you need to earn credits in your Gmail by using the search feature up here at the top so that you can minimize your distractions. And you can then quickly go through and be able to earn credits from these emails, but only at the sites where you truly need to earn credits. Now, what I mentioned in yesterday's was another way to be able to filter them rather than using the search feature was to be able to set up actual filters in Gmail. And a lot of people don't know how to do that. So I'm going to kind of go through it and show you how to do that today. And you can see I've got some filters set up in some folders because over here on the left-hand side, if you can see that, you can see that I've got filters here for classic solo mailer, Dragon Safelist, land marketing mailer, leads and profits, etc. So if I need to earn credits at Classic Solo Mailer, instead of having to search through these looking for emails from Classic Solo Mailer, I can click right here and that will show me just all the emails from Classic Solo Mailer. So then I can focus on these, go through, earn the credits I need to earn, and then get on to the next place I need to earn credits. Efficiency. Every time you save a few seconds here, a few seconds there, a minute here, a minute there, multiplying the amount of traffic that you can generate in the run of a day, because now you can spend those seconds all add up and those minutes and those hours that you save getting more traffic. So this is one way to do that. So let's go through the process of setting up a filter in Gmail. So I'm going to go back to my inbox and I'm just going to pick one of these sites as an example. So let's say I want to take all the emails that are coming from Genie Mailer. That's the one I used yesterday as an example. So I want to take all my emails that come in from Genie Mailer, and I want them all to go into their own Genie Mailer folder, just like I have folders for all of these. So the best way to do that is to determine what email address is Genie Mailer sending you the mails from. So let me show you how to do that. So if I click on this email from Genie Mailer, you can see if I mouse over it, it actually shows up here and it shows that this email came from admin@geniemailer.com. So what I want to do is I want to copy that email address from my filter. So if I go over here, I clicked on the email loads in my right tab. And again, I showed you in yesterday's session how to put side-by-side tabs here in Gmail and why that's so important for your efficiency. But if I come up here and I see it came from Genie Mailer, and here it gives me the address. So you can select the address right here, and then I can copy it. I'm going to use Control-C. Keyboard commands, super important. The other thing you could do is you can pull down this little arrow here, and that will also show it to you. So if you don't see it here, you can pull down that arrow and you can see the from address right here. So that's all the email from Genie Mailer should come from admin@geniemailer.com. So if I come up here and I say I want to search and I paste that address in here, Control-V, and then enter, it should show me all the emails from Genie Mailer, and it does. But I don't want to have to do this every time I'm looking for emails from Genie Mailer. I want to go ahead and I want to create a filter that's going to take all of the emails as soon as they come in from Genie Mailer and put them into their own folder. So if I pull down this Dropbox after I did that search, you can see it's all set up here. It says it's looking for emails that have the words admin@gmail. Now, I don't really want to look for emails that have those, or emails that are from that address. So I'm going to paste that right in here, admin@gmail, and I'm going to take it out down here, okay? I want to look for emails that are from admin@gmail.com. And this box comes up when you click that little down arrow on the right-hand side of Gmail. So I'm not going to change any of the rest of these things because none of these things are important. And what I'm going to do is I could click search if I just wanted to search for that, but you can see there's a button here called create filter. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on create filter. And then it gives me options, okay? So it says when a message is an exact match for your search criteria, which is what we filled in before was the search criteria, what do you want to do with it? Well, I want to skip the inbox. I don't want it to show up in my inbox. And I want to apply a label. So I'm going to click here, apply a label. Label is what Gmail calls those little folders on the left-hand side. That's what it calls labels. So when an email comes in from Classic Solo Mailer, it gives it the label Classic Solo Mailer, and it doesn't put it in the inbox. And that way it shows up over there on that left-hand side in my Gmail navigation. So if I click here on and check apply a label, then it says choose the label. So what label do I want to give it? So if I pull this down, it'll show me all the labels I've already created. But I don't want to give it any of these labels. I need to give it a new label. So I'm going to click on new label, and then I'm going to say what I want to call it. So I want to call it Genie Mailer. So I'm going to give it a new label called Genie Mailer. And Nest Label allows you to have different labels in different under labels. If you want to organize your left hand that way, that's fine. It's not necessary for most people. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. Okay. So now you can see it's going to apply the label Genie Mailer. And then delete it. But I do want to make sure that no email that comes from admin@Genie Mailer ever goes to spam. So I'm going to say never send it to spam. I don't need to do any of those things. And then I'm also going to check this, which says apply the filter to any matching conversations, conversations. So what that's going to do is it's going to take any emails that are in my inbox already and also give them the Genie Mailer folder, take them out of the inbox. So it's going to skip the inbox. It's going to apply the label Genie Mailer to them, and it's not going to send them to spam. So in addition to all new emails coming in, it's also going to take my old if I check this box. So then I'm going to say, go ahead and create the filter. And now it takes a moment for it to create it, and then it'll give you a little pop-up and say that it's been created. You don't have to sit around and wait for it to do that. It's doing it in the background. But when it does that, it's going to take all the Genie Mailer mails that are in my inbox, and it's going to give them all the Genie Mailer label, and they're all going to show up here. So you can see I now have the Genie Mailer label in my side navigation. So all the emails from Genie Mailer are going to go in there. And it's in the process of going through my inbox right now and recategorizing all the mails that are in there. But I have a lot of emails in there from Genie Mailer, so that's going to take a little while. So we're just going to let that run, let it do its work. And we're going to go back over here to our inbox. So I'm just going to click on inbox. And that's taken me back here. You can see the Genie Mailer mails are still in here, but okay, so it just took me back because you see it popped up down at the bottom. Your filter was created. So I can go ahead and close this, and you can see now the Genie Mailer filter here on this side has 343 messages in it. So it went through all my email. I've got 18,000 emails in my inbox, and it found 343 that belong to Genie Mailer, and it put them there. So if I go back to my inbox now, you can see there's no emails from Genie Mailer in here anymore. They're all in this folder, and they will keep being put in that folder whenever I get new mail, as long as they don't change their email address from admin@gmail.com. So this is the way of organizing your mail to make sure that you can go and find the mail that you need to earn credits from for whatever site needs that attention. So let's go ahead and let's just go through that process just for another one. So I'm going to say, let's create one for your huge list. So I'm going to click on your huge list. And then over here, I can see that that mail comes from mailer@yourhugelist.com. So I'm going to select it with my mouse, Control C to copy. I'm going to come up here and search, and I'm going to skip that step. I'm just going to click that down, and I'm going to say I want to all email from, and then paste it. Control V, your huge list, create filter. I want to skip the inbox. I want to give it a label. I need to create a new label, and I'm going to call it your huge list. Create. And I want to never send it to spam. And I want to apply the filter to matching conversations. And then I'm going to say create the filter. And that's going to create over here. There's the new folder for your huge list. And now it's going through the process of finishing it by searching through the mail and finding the mail that match that and then putting it in that folder. So I'm going to go back over to the inbox. Now it's going to, whatever I start doing right now, it's going to interrupt me when it's done. There, your filter is created. Okay, so created it. There's no more emails in here from your huge list. They're now all here. So you can see 1,090 emails have been filtered into that filter. Okay, then the next thing that I want to do is let's do conversion mail. So I'll click on that, select the email address, Control Z to copy, pull down the search from, Control V to paste, create filter, skip the inbox, apply the label, create a new label, conversion mail, hit my caps lock there, conversion mail, and create. And I want to never send it to spam, and I want to apply it to the matching conversations, create filter. Okay, so it's in the process of creating it and searching all those mails and sticking them into this folder. And again, how long this takes will depend on how many mail you have in your inbox. If you've got, like in a couple of my inboxes, close to 1 million email messages in there, it takes longer to go through and search that out and find all the mail if you've only got a couple of hundred mail in your inbox. You can see it searching through, but it's not done yet. It will pop up and it will tell us when you're done. I can't reiterate more forcefully that what is so important here is that you focus on efficiency. You know, I've said it several times in this call. I'll say it over and over again. I know people who spend hours and hours every day generating traffic for their website, but only get a few hundred visitors. Then I know people who spend an hour or 2 hours a day getting traffic to their website and get thousands of visitors. And the difference between them is all about the process they use to do it. And that's why I'm trying to teach you these processes that are going to make you more efficient. Because if you take these processes and you actually use them and you set it up and you follow the systems, there's no reason why even with an hour or two a day, you can't generate 10,000 visitors a week to your website. If you're getting less than 10,000 visitors a week and you're spending more than 2 hours a day doing that, then the difference is efficiency. And ultimately, remember, quality of traffic and quantity of traffic are two big factors in determining how many signups you get. So you can see that finished, and it popped me back over here to my inbox. So I could continue with this process, and every time I do this, if I do Mailsy, if I do Safelist, if I do Viral Mailer for you, then the mail I have left in my inbox is getting less and less, and it's from fewer and fewer sites. So once I've done that, then I can easily go over here and select out the mails that I need to earn credits from. Do not spend your time earning credits at sites where you already have lots of credits. It sounds like a simple common sense, but so few people are truly focused on only making sure that they know which sites they need to earn credits from and which sites they don't need to earn credits from. Most people, when they come in to earn credits, will come in here and just start at the top of their inbox and work their way down. But if you've already got thousands of credits at Mailsy, you don't want to be spending your time today earning credit from Mailsy. Maybe you'll need to later in the week, but right now, to get the emails out that you want to get out today, as many of them as possible, maybe you need credits at Safelist Extreme. And I'll show you when we do our future sessions exactly how to track them. Because as I said in yesterday's call, you don't want to earn credits and send emails at the same time. You want to go and you want to send all your emails first. You email everywhere you can email. And then after you've sent all the emails you plan on sending that day, that process of sending emails should have identified which sites you couldn't mail at because you didn't have credits. So you make a list of them as you're sending your emails. And then afterwards, you go to only those sites and earn credits at only those sites. So that tomorrow, when you go into mail again, you'll have enough credits to mail at all those sites. And tomorrow you send your mails, you'll be able to send mails at all those sites. And maybe there'll be a couple of other sites that pop up and say, I need to earn credits over at these sites. So then you go and you do in your earning session of work, you go over and you earn credits at only those sites that you identified that day that you needed to earn credits. This way, you're never wasting a minute. And if you don't waste minutes, what it means is instead of sending your mails from 10 safe lists, you can do 20 safe lists. And if you do 20 safe lists, you'll get twice as much traffic and you'll reach more people. And when your offer gets to more people, you get more signups. You have to focus on this if you want to be truly efficient and you want to truly get the most traffic that you can for the time that you are investing to earn it. So that's our quick session here for day 4 for Saturday. I'm going to be back again tomorrow, and we're going to focus on some more things that are going to help you be able to have the processes in place to be able to earn traffic and from the best places and get the most signups possible for whatever you promote. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, just leave me a comment, please, underneath this video. I always appreciate the feedback. And if you have any questions, then you can post any questions in there and I'll do my best to answer them or I'll cover them in tomorrow's broadcast. So have a great rest of the day and we will see you back here tomorrow.